Hello everybody, Zachary Fruling, aka Cozy Azeroth here. I am working my way through a series of sound demo programs for the Texas Instruments TI-99/4A home computer. These programs were written by Scott Williams and appeared in Home Computer Magazine. This is volume number 5, issue number 6 in Home Computer Magazine. I'm going to read the brief program description. This one is called Gunfight. It's a sound effect demo. It's not a game program. It's just a sound effect demo. But I'm going to read the brief program description, get into TI Basic and the Classic 99 emulator, type the program in, run it, and see what we can learn from it and see what we can make it do. Okay, here's the program description. Gunfight. Program 2 simulates a gunshot repeated at random intervals. The noise channel plays a big part in this sound effect. The TI computer responds to 8 noise parameters, each designating a different noise. To specify a noise, let's scroll here. To specify a noise, you need to use a negative value between -1 and -8 as a frequency parameter. Value -5 is the closest approximation to white noise, random frequencies dispersed evenly throughout the audio spectrum. Values -6 through -8 also produce noise, however the lower frequencies contain more energy, which results in a lower pitched noise. Values -1 through -4 create what the TI Basic Manual refers to as, quote, periodic noise. Technically speaking, this periodic noise is not a noise at all. It more nearly resembles the sound of a narrow pulse wave. If you specify a value of -4 or -8, the frequency setting of the third tone in the call sound statement determines the pitch of the noise. This reference chart displays the relative pitches of the various types of noise available on the TI sound chip. -1 or -5 equals high pitch, -2 or -6 equals medium pitch, -3 or -7 equals low pitch, and -4 or -8 equals set by the frequency of the third tone. Okay, let's get over to the program itself, which is right here. I'm going to zoom in a bit to make this a little easier on your eyes and a little easier for me to type in. Yep, that's too much. There we go. Here we go. Gunfight. Let's get into TI Basic and the Classic 99 emulator. This is the TI-99/4A start screen. Ready, press any key to begin. Press 1 for TI Basic. I'm going to take a quick look at the program. It doesn't look like we need Extended Basic. This is just a plain old TI Basic sound demo program. Okay, 100, remark Gunfight. 110, call sound. 100, 110. 0, 130. 5, 34,000. 30, -8, and 0. 120. For Z equals 0 to 30, step 15. For Z equals 0 to 30, step 15. Let's just double check that. Yep, that looks good. Another call sound statement here. 130, call sound. -100, 110. Oops, excuse me, typo there. -100, 110. Let's double check that. It's very easy to make typos in these old type-in programs. -100, 110. 30, 110. 30, 3400. Actually, let's double check. 34, yeah, it's 3400. 30, -8, and Z. 30, -8, and Z. 140. Next Z. 150. We have another for next loop. Notice that we can use the same variable. It doesn't conflict with the previous for next loop. It's not contained within the previous loop. It's sequential, so we can use the same variable. For Z equals 1, 2. We have a formula here. Integer of R&D times 5. Integer of R&D times 5 and times 30. Okay, so this is interesting. I've never seen one quite like this, times 30. Let's see what effect that produces. 160, next Z. And 170, go to 110. Okay, let's get a screenshot of the program here. And let's just take a quick look. Call sound, might as well check our work before we run the program. 100, 110, 0, 130, 5, 34,000. Yep. 30, -8, and 0. 30, -8, and 0. Okay, next call sound statement, -110, oops, excuse me, -100, 110, 30, 110 and 30, 3400, 30, -8 and Z, and then we'll check the for next loop value for Z equals 1 to integer of R&D times 5 times 30. I think we're good. Let's go ahead and run the program. I'm actually going to mute myself and then run the program so you can hear the program as it is without my voice interfering with the sound effects. So I'm going to go on mute and then I'll type run, and we'll see what this program can do. Back in a second. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and unmute myself. Just a little bit of randomness. It does sound a bit like a gunfight, just someone randomly shooting off a revolver or something like that, but not as maybe harsh as I might have expected for a gunfight. But this would be a great little sound effect to put in a fighting or shooting game. Absolutely. I think this one is pretty successful as well. The only, so far, the only program that I don't think is very successful in this series of programs by Scott Williams is the Siren program. I think this one is pretty successful, and I think the Motor Rev program number 3 was also particularly successful. Well, there you are. That is Gunfight by Scott Williams, a sound effect TI Basic demo for the Texas Instruments TI-99/4A home computer. If you happen to be watching this after the fact on my YouTube channel, be sure to check out the rest of my YouTube channel. You can find it under my real name, Zachary Fruhling, or under my Twitch handle, Cozy Azeroth, for lots more TI-99/4A content, retro programming, retro gaming, lots of World of Warcraft live streaming, and miscellaneous educational videos on a wide variety of topics of interest to me, both professionally and personally. And if you're watching this live on Twitch, same thing. Please check out my YouTube channel for all the above. And if you're watching on YouTube, I would appreciate it if you checked out my Twitch channel under Cozy Azeroth, which is a nod and a tip of the hat to my favorite modern game, World of Warcraft. In any case, I appreciate all the enthusiasm for these Texas Instruments TI-99/4A type-in program live streams, along with any likes and follows and especially subscriptions, which do help me out greatly in these challenging and troubling financial times. Thank you very much. I'll be back soon with the next TI Basic or TI Extended Basic type-in program, and lots more TI-99/4A content after that. Thank you very much. Catch you in the next stream.